Whoa. Okay, anyways. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl AJ. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be running through the skincare basics with you. This is honestly such a highly requested video for me. This is probably the #1 most requested video, I think, other than, you know, like videos with my mom. So I'm gonna go right ahead and tackle all your questions about skincare that you left for me in my Instagram inbox. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter, make sure you follow me. My handles are at Ajay Neyra. That way you can keep in touch with me. You can keep up with my day-to-day life because I do try to upload on there often. Now I will mention that I did record this video, but my camera wasn't recording, so I feel low-key played right now. It's fine. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get by it. Today specifically, I'm gonna be going through skincare basics with you. I'm gonna be going through some of the products that I really love and what I think is necessary in a basic skincare routine. I'm not gonna be going through my skincare routine thoroughly. I do have a video on that, and if you want to see an updated video, let me know in the comments down below. But today specifically, it's all about products, all about your questions, all about what I think is necessary for a basic skincare routine. I'm also going to talk about some techniques that I found have really worked for me. Now I am going to make a disclaimer right now that I am by no means a dermatologist. The stuff that I'm sharing with you today is stuff that I have personally learned throughout the years from being a beauty and makeup enthusiast, and honestly it's not going to work for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think there is a one-size-fits-all when it comes to skincare. I think it's really important that you try things out, see things that you don't like, and from there build your own skincare routine based off of what you've loved. I would also do a lot of research before you buy new products, because when we think about it, yes, we research makeup products, sometimes on the whim for makeup products, so I'll be like, okay, like let me try that. But for skincare, I diligently research, I read reviews consistently, I watch videos, and that's because it's my skin, you know, I'm not trying to ruin it. So I would encourage you guys to do the exact same. Without further ado, I'm gonna go right ahead and hop into the video. First things first, you guys, I want to acknowledge the most basic skincare routine that one can have, and I'm saying this to all my girls who want to start a skincare routine, don't know where to start. I'm saying this for all my lazy girls who, you know, just don't even want to bother. This is what I think is bare minimum, the 3 steps you need in a skincare routine. Whether you use the same products every single day, it doesn't matter, but for me personally, in my experience, these are the 3 things that I need to use on a day-to-day basis. Am I gonna edit this so that it's cool? Probably. #1 over here somewhere, cleanser. Girl, you need cleanser. Cleanser takes out all the dirt from your face. It does exactly what it's saying it's going to do. It's going to cleanse. And so for me, that is bare minimum. The thought of everything that your skin comes into contact with, how could you not have a cleanser? That is #1 most important thing for me. #2, toner. Sometimes cleansers can strip your skin of its natural oils. Sometimes it can clean it way too much, which is great, but you also kind of need to restore it back to what it was meant to be. Toner restores the pH balance back into your skin, and so it's kind of like the nice little blanket on top, and it just makes sure that #1, dirt is away, but #2, any place that is too empty, it will kind of fill that back up. Really quintessential. I do that right after cleanser, and then moisturizer. No matter how many times you use moisturizer a day, moisturizer is essential. Moisturizer, don't want to look crusty, but also if you don't know this, the reason why most people have oily skin is because their skin is actually dry, and so their body is thinking, oh, your skin is dry, so I'm going to produce more oil. Your face has become more oily. So that's one thing that we have to think about. Moisturizer is crucial whether or not you have dry skin, whether or not you have oily skin. Even though it sounds like you're just sticking on a bunch of lotion on your face, you kind of are, but it's also very, very important for your body to sense like, hey, I am being lathered up. Those are the 3 things that you need in what I find is the bare minimum. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, there are days when I don't want to do anything to my skin at all, but I always remind myself I have to cleanse, I have to tone, and I have to moisturize. Those are the 3 things. Trust me when I say, sis, your skin will look so much better if you have those 3 things. And I know there are so many skincare routines where you could have 8, 9, 10, 15, 30 steps, but you don't need that. You need these 3 and your skin will be in good shape. Trust me. I do want to share some of my favorite products. So in terms of cleansers, I have 2 favorites. Well, technically like 4 of all time. Honorable mentions that I don't have here with me. I have my Kate Somerville Goat Milk Cleanser. I don't think I'm going to Photoshop it in, but you know, just in case I do, I'm going to put my hand right here. Kate Somerville Goat Milk Cleanser, as well as the Rose Fresh Hydration Cleanser. Love that stuff. So freaking good. Both of those I've run out of and I always toss away. Usually I always toss away my empties. 2 that I've been using is the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Cleanser. Sorry, Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. This stuff really does bounce though, and I found that it was a little bit awkward. As you can see, it's empty. There's a little bit at the very bottom. I want to try a new cleanser. This stuff was really, really good. I like the smell of it, but I found that the most awkward part is like when I'd be rubbing my face, a huge bubble would just form and I would just like feel like a kid, you know? And it wasn't a huge issue, but you know, it got a little bit weird. Honestly, it felt like such a weird sensation having a bubble on my face. I do have my gentle cleansers, which those 3 that I just mentioned, those are my gentle cleansers, but I do have an exfoliating cleanser. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, and I find that this is the best for making sure that you don't have dead skin on your face. Your skin has kind of been regrowing overnight, rejuvenating overnight, so you kind of want to get rid of all the dead skin cells, which is why I take a shower in the morning, and this is so great to help out with that. I find that my skin looks so fresh and so clean after. So fresh and so clean. This has really, really helped me with dry patches. This has got me through so much, and I just love the Kate Somerville line. I think Kate Somerville knows exactly what she's doing. So if you are in the market for a good exfoliating cleanser, go for this one. A lot of my stuff is within the same lines, and there is a reason as to why. There are products in every single line that are meant to work well with one another, and so you'll find that I am kind of bouncing in between very similar brands or the same brands. My ultimate favorite toner is this one. It's by Fresh as well. It's the Rose Hydration Toner, and this stuff, I love it. I will always bring this on vacation with me because I find on vacation is when I need this the most. It makes my skin feel really, really nice in terms of hydration. It makes it feel clean. It makes it feel like it's back to normal again after I've cleansed. Usually on trips, my skin feels really, really dry, and I just want it to feel like the way that it feels like when I'm at home. And so this does a really, really great job at that. I honestly can't explain the sensation. But if you can get your hands on this, definitely try this. I would try this in collaboration with their cleanser. See if you like those too. I do want to mention that I have dry combination skin, and when I was younger I used to deal with very, very oily skin, but as I grew older I started to develop dry skin, which I think happens to a lot of people. Sometimes it's vice versa. So I found that a lot of my products really do aim to combat combination because I will experience both at some point in time. I do have dry combo skin, and I find that all of these products work for this specifically. The other toner that I really love helps me with breakouts during my period, and this one I just opened. So this is the Balancing Force Oil Control Toner, and I break out maybe the week before and sometimes the week after my period, especially if I'm not eating right. This really helps, again, control with all the sebum, gets rid of things mad quick. So if you are trying to clear your skin, girl, try this one, because I swear when I start to have problematic skin, this is what I use. Another toner that is a little bit more cost effective, I personally found that it didn't work for me, but it is still really highly rated. This is the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Solution, and this is actually really great. I found that I just didn't like the smell of it, and I think that's why I stopped using it. I also found that it was a little bit more harsh on my skin. I don't know, I just like think the smell kind of turned me off so much that I started to think it was really bad for my skin. But I only used it for about 2 weeks. I might try giving it a go again because it is such a cost-effective toner, and I think the Ordinary products are great for the cost, but I personally found that a lot of them didn't work for me, which is why I'm not including a lot of their products in this. I honestly don't think this was much. I think it was like less than $20. I would suggest it for girls who kind of have more problem skin. If you have kind of normal combo skin, no cystic acne, I wouldn't recommend that. Moisturizer, this is my favorite part, honestly. I have a lot of favorite moisturizers. I would say my favorite moisturizers include the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizer that helps me through trying times, Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer, the cream and the lotion. Both of those are really great. But I love moisturizer. I think it can change your skin so drastically, and so the one that I've really been loving is the Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Cream, and this is one that you've probably heard so much of, but I use this day in, day out. I use it at night, in the morning, in the midday when I need a pick-me-up. This is honestly it. Now I will let you know that your skin will get a little sticky using this. If you're not wearing any makeup at all, just make sure you set your face with like either a powder or maybe like a setting spray to kind of maintain that stickiness. But this is my favorite. It honestly makes your skin look so good. I deal with a lot of rosacea, and so I still like to have a little bit of glow to take away from the dullness that the rosacea gives me, and this gives me that. Props to Ole Henriksen for, you know, making this, because this is amazing. And I swear this was not a sponsored video. I'm not big enough to be sponsored yet, so all these products that I'm telling you have all been purchased with my hard-earned money. This is like, yeah. Next product that I really loved and that I actually used up. I haven't repurchased this, but I really did love this, and I don't know why it's still on my desk, but it's the Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. Also great. This was what I was using as my daily moisturizer for the longest time. I found that I was using this during the day and then I was using this at night, but now I'm just using this during the day too, because I find that I really like my skin having a glowy look. You can also use sunscreen as your moisturizer. I personally have the Shiseido SPF. I think it's like 35 or 50, one of the two. But I have the Shiseido sunscreen and I love that underneath my makeup too. Every single day you should be using sunscreen. That's one thing that I found, you know, I need to have. So sometimes I'll use a combination. I'm really bad at it. I need to get better actually, but SPF, if you can include that in your routine, do that, girl. Those are my, as I mentioned, 3 base things that you need in a skincare routine. If you have nothing else, those 3, you should just be chilling. You should be just sitting fine. With that being said, if you're looking to expand your horizons and you kind of want to grow in the skincare realm, there are certain steps that you can take in order to up your game a little bit. Number 1, makeup remover. Makeup remover is really important as well. I stopped using makeup wipes because I also determined that was the cause for some dry and flaky patches for me. So I started using oils and micellar water. Micellar water, to me, this is money. Okay, this is so inexpensive. I think I paid like maybe 11 bucks for this big bottle, and I use that with some cotton pads, and those two together removes all my makeup. I don't use makeup wipes anymore unless I'm traveling and it's like urgent, or if I just like really am way too lazy, I'll use like a baby wipe. But I really try not to use makeup wipes. I find that they dry out your skin so badly. I really can't do it. You'll always see me when I'm traveling. I'll usually carry around some cotton pads, and then I'll also bring around micellar water. The other one that I really like when I'm super lazy, this is a cleansing oil, and this is by Tatcha. It's a one-step cleansing oil, but this is also what I use to remove makeup, especially when I'm lazy. If you have eye makeup, you want to be careful with this, and you need quite a bit of this, but sometimes I will use this and then use cleanser after it, kind of like as a double cleanse. If I'm really lazy, this is it. But I do love this. Or if my skin really is dry, I will not use micellar water. This is my next go-to. So Tatcha Pure One-Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. This is amazing. Tatcha products are incredible. I love Tatcha. It's just so expensive, but amazing. Makeup remover is one way that you can up your skincare. Another way in which you can up your skincare is eye cream. Girl, I've tried so many eye creams in my lifetime that I gave up at one point in time because I couldn't find anything that works. And now I found one that works, and surprise, surprise, it's the Banana Bright Eye Cream by Ole Henriksen. One tip that I will say about eye cream is that you have to use the opposite ring finger to apply it. Let's say I'm applying eye cream to my left eye. I'm using my right side ring finger to go right ahead and apply that. And if I'm applying to my right, vice versa. That's what I find helps you keep your skin tight and doesn't pull, doesn't drag it. Serum wise, I also use serums to kind of give me hydration. I use 2 serums right now. This serum specifically I will use when I just need my skin to be fresh and new. I'll use this one, which is my Invigorating Night Transformation Gel, and this will just target everything all in one. It'll tighten my skin, it'll hydrate it, it'll plump it up. If I have not been doing my skincare routine and I've been neglecting it, this is gonna come in and save me. If I want just a little bit more hydration and I want my face to be a little bit more plump, I will go in and use my Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. This stuff I've also used a lot, and I apply this after a moisturizer. It's really great. It makes me feel nice, hydrated, supple. Face masks. I'm going through this really quickly because there's so much ground to cover. For face masks, I try to use them once every week or once every week and a half, and that's for my deep cleansing face masks. This one is by Origins. It's the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask, and this stuff, incredible. This is what I'll use 2 days before a big event to make sure that all my oil is resurfacing, that I don't get any pimples on the day of, but I use it 2 days before big events or a day before a big event. If I am experiencing pimples, I will use my Glam Glow Super Mud, and this is a clearing treatment that I just put over top of my pimple. I'll leave it overnight and sleep on it, and the next day either my pimple will be dried up or it'll be significantly smaller. Speaking of overnight masks, I really love this one by Glam Glow. This is the Thirsty Mud treatment. I'll put this on after my serum, after my moisturizer, after my whole skincare routine. Sometimes I'll do a face mask and before, and this is just one from the Face Shop. I'll use a jade roller to massage this all in, and then after I'll hit it up with the Thirsty Mud. And this stuff, this is what I attribute the clearing of my flakes on my skin to. This was really great in helping with that. And so when I wake up in the morning after I use Thirsty Mud, my skin looks great. It looks glowy. So this is what I usually use the night before a big event, so I can wake up with great, phenomenal, amazing skin. Love this. Those are pretty much all the products that I use, and I'm still kind of growing in terms of skincare. I think there are so many things I need to learn still, but that's kind of the basis of what I have. A lot of it has to do with anti-aging, a lot of it has to do with hydration, and some of it also has to do with self-care. I find that when I take care of my skin, I feel better, my skin looks better. I'm gonna go in and answer some questions that you guys have for me. There are some funny questions. First one is it bad to wear full makeup 3 days straight? Yes. Favorite products, realistic and practical routines, and how to get that YouTuber glow. Also asked, how do you get that glow? Are you in love? I think honestly the glow starts from a really good skincare routine, and I'm not gonna lie, I told you guys that the base 3 of cleanser, toner, and moisturizer really help. I honestly find that it's my serum that really helps me stay and look youthful, glowy. Serum. way to go, honestly. What do I do about huge pores and blackheads, mainly in my T-zone, chin, and a bit on the forehead? Another question is, how do you remove, also prevent blackheads? Well, if you had any before. For me, pores and blackheads are really a reflection of toning, and a lot of it is also cleansing too. I know people don't like to use pore strips. I love pore strips. I hate to say it, but you can also get your blackheads extracted. You can go get a facial. Make sure you're cleansing your skin, because a lot of the time, like, the buildup of the oil is the reason as to why our skin is getting that texture or getting clogged. And like, pores and blackheads are exactly that. It's just our skin getting clogged. I would say if you're having those issues, definitely that's a sign of buildup from oil. So try to find a good clarifying cleanser as well as a good toner to match, and hopefully those problems will subside. In terms of like you fixing it, like a cover up, obviously like a good primer is really gonna help, but sometimes I even found when I had big pores and when I had a massive amount of blackheads, I found that, and I still get blackheads, actually get whiteheads now, but I found that primers sometimes made it worse. I would really say, like, try to target the reason as to why your skin is producing that much oil. So try a cleanser, maybe try a cleanser for only a week, try a toner maybe only for a week, try a moisturizer only for a week, and see what the cause of that is. If it's a lack of hydration or overproduction of oil, which is most likely the cause, then keep combating those issues with certain products. And that's what I would definitely recommend for anybody trying to figure out what to do about your huge pores. I also got, what moisturizers do you use? I answered those questions. Somebody asked me for my routine, but I don't have time for my routine today. Maybe I'll do an updated skincare routine. How do you stay so pretty? Love you, girl. You are so sweet to me. All the other questions that I got on my Instagram were kind of just people trolling, but I hope this kind of addressed some things about skincare for you guys. I hope it kind of helped, especially if you're getting your skincare just up and running. You know, make sure you take it easy. Don't feel the need to purchase expensive things off the jump. I personally don't use drugstore skincare products. I found that they just don't work for me, and that's it. I have nothing against skincare products from the drugstore. It just doesn't work for me and my skin. It's actually not good for my skin. I was using skincare products from the drugstore for the longest time, and then my skin started to freak out. It was a really hard 6 months in my life, and I don't even want to sound prissy or whatever, but I started to have scales on my skin, bits. It looked like dragon skin. It was insane. I didn't even know how to explain it, but there was just patches, dry patches all over my face, and so I had to eliminate one by one what was working for me and what was not. I found that makeup wipes and a drugstore cleanser, a drugstore moisturizer, those 3 things were kind of contributing to the cause. And once I switched on over to much more gentle products for my face, I find that my skin loved that so much more. And that's the kind of last bits I wanted to talk about, are my tips and tricks. And what I swear by is rinsing my face with cold water after I've cleansed it. No matter it be in the shower, no matter it be me washing my face in the morning, I will always cleanse my face with cold water after I wash it. And I find that this helps me so much. I don't even know what it is. It just makes my skin feel so much more alive. It also, I find, closes my pores. If I don't do that, or if I leave the shower and I haven't splashed my face with cold water, I find that I break out. Another tip, I don't let anybody or anything touch my face unless I know it's touching my face. So like, I can touch my face, my makeup and my makeup brushes can touch my face, nobody else can. So if you ever see me like go like this, it's because I care about this. Tip number 3, and this is something so simple, but make sure you are drinking your water, staying hydrated. Skin is really reflective of water and what goes on in our body, right? So I think it's really important to drink water every single day. I know that kind of sounds insane, and like there's so many people on Twitter like, duh, I knew that already, but drink your water. It's so important. It is very important for clean skin. Be concerned about your bag, be concerned about your skin, be concerned about your water intake, and that's it, you know? That's life. That's wraps. Anyways, you guys, I feel like I am going delusional because it is 1 a.m. and I've been filming this. I've been attempting to film this since 9 p.m. As I mentioned, have been waiting to do this video for so long. I hope you guys learned something new today. If you guys do want to see an updated skincare routine video, I would be more than happy to do that for you. Make sure you comment that down below. Follow me on all my social media platforms. My handle is @Ajay Neyra. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.